Ottawa residents are concerned about another kind of communication tonight. Newspapers. The firing of Ottawa Citizen Publisher Russell Mills is generating more controversy tonight.
If the guy is a personal friend of Chrétien's and as a result the editor is fired, then there should definitely be an inquiry.
I'm kind of worried that this might say something about effective democracy in this country.
The citizen should have the right to speak what is on the mind of Canadians.
Do you think the firing of Russell Mills is a dangerous sign, or do you think it's a good thing?
No, I don't think it's a dangerous sign. I don't think it's a good thing.
It's been 3 days since Russell Mills was fired from the Ottawa Citizen, but the controversy over why that happened refuses to die down. Mills says it's because of this, the June 1st edition, with editorials and analysis highly critical of Prime Minister Jean Chrétien. Mills says that didn't fly with the Asper family, which owns the Citizen, and with Izzy Asper, a close associate and supporter of the Prime Minister's. And now a local coalition is forming to undo what some say politics hath wrought.
We don't know who we can trust now in terms of journalists in the area. If you work for the Citizen, are you afraid? We're going to be linking across the country to important people in other cities who may be affected and have been affected the way Ottawa has.
Are you in any way surprised by the support and by the groundswell of outrage on a community level that's been displayed since the announcement of your dismissal?
Well, to be honest, I expected some, but the scale of it, I must say, is a little bit surprising. In our case here in Ottawa, I think most of the readers thought the Citizen was a good newspaper, that it was doing its best to cover and reflect the community. And now they fear that there's going to be more control from outside, and maybe their newspaper won't quite be able to do that.
The outrage is also growing tonight on the floor of the House of Commons. Opposition MPs are demanding answers over reports of a Chrétien-Asper meeting before the publisher was fired. And even one Liberal MP says it's time to take a hard look at media ownership in Canada and how it's affecting that fundament of democracy, a free press.
This whole business of media concentration now becomes, I think, a very active question, because we can see the effect. Only the most arrogant politicians and media tycoons would think that the public aren't sensitive to the role that the press has in freedom of expression and political debate in this country. People know.
Russell Mills now says he will pursue legal action in the case, and organizers of the coalition to reinstate him say they are planning rallies for next week.